Welcome once again to our message from our divine compassionate guides. As always, when I pull these cards, my intention is to help heal and serve you in the most divine way. And my name is Julianne Lynn Duffy, and my purpose is to live, speak, and seek the truth in all forms, to help reconnect humanity to the highest form of authenticity. Just so you are aware of where I come from. It's from that heart-centered, authentic place to help heal and serve you. Today I am pulling from the Kuan Yin Oracle cards by Alana Fairchild. So let's dive right into our message for today. So our first card is the Lotus Throne. The second one here, the Tao. And the last one, the Radiant Moon of Compassion. These cards sure are beautiful. Take a moment, take a deep breath in. It's allowing ourselves to get centered and open. And let's dive right into our message today. So let's start with, of course, the Lotus Throne. The same lotus wisdom that enlightened beloved Kuan Yin and all spiritual masters in the very same lotus light is the very same lotus light within your own heart. It can take great courage to trust your own inner light, to ascend the throne of your own inner spiritual authority, especially if the light of others around you seems more powerful than your own. You are being asked to trust this inner guidance above all others now. Have faith in your own heart. Know that you are divine. There are times on the path, this is when it gets into the deep story here. There are times on the path that we greatly benefit from the assistance of others. In fact, these times are almost always. A true spiritual master, teacher, guru, guide, or healer has the same role, to connect you with conscious awareness to your own inner light so that you may come to realize the spiritual power, authority, and beauty that you are in truth. Is the same spiritual power, authority, and beauty that you may see and honor in them. Sometimes we might need an external guide to help us make the connection. Sometimes we are closer to our own divine wisdom than we consciously realize, and yet we fall into the habit of believing that others may know more of what is good or true for us than we do for ourselves. Sometimes, out of the habit of conditioning, it is just easier to see the divine light in others than within our own heart. This oracle has come to you to guide you to trust that your inner teacher is growing stronger and that you are more spiritual wisdom than you may have previously acknowledged, and that you will benefit greatly from heeding your own heart's guidance at this time. You are guided here to carefully discern the levels of influence that others may be having over you. In your admirable willingness to be open, to learn, and to grow, you are wise not to surrender your discernment. No matter how wise or powerful a teacher might be, it is wiser and more powerful still to always test what they seek to say to you by sitting with it in your own heart. Does all guidance have all the guidance you have been following feel true to your heart? So the lotus, I feel like that's all just coming back to trusting yourself, trusting that you are the divine being within your own being, and that you already know. Like it said, it may be easier to see it in other people, but you are very strong and very connected. And sometimes too, if you have a leader or a guide that you're listening to, as I say, take these and allow these messages to be absorbed by your own being, to feel what is true for you. And that's what the Lotus Throne is really reconnecting to your true self and knowing your own ancient wisdom. The next part of the message, the Tao, you are being invited to move into a more advanced spiritual classroom of the soul. Sometimes we think that more advanced means more effort, and yet in spiritual matters, as we mature, we become more able to stop attempting to control and direct from our limited perspective and instead become more open to receiving and being directed by higher forces, which includes our own divine essence at one with the source of all. So it does not mean that we become taken advantage. Here they recommend, suggest a connection to a loose leaf blown about by the wind. It means rather that we become like bamboo. So we are strong within ourselves and able to move in the direction, but without losing power. In fact, our flexibility can be part of what makes us powerful instrument of the divine creativity and healing. So with this one, it's telling us that we are, again, powerful beings, and we are becoming more spiritually advanced. And part of it is being strong in that will, in that internal knowing, so that cannot be shaken, but that we are flexible enough to adjust our perceptions of reality with the information that we take in. I feel like that's really what it's saying, is that we are spiritually evolving now, that we know the inner truth and we're going to stick with that inner truth. But as we see these things on the outside change, we're flexible, very flowing like the bamboo, not breaking, because we still have that beautiful, strong internal guidance, but we have that ability to move with information that we come across. And then with the last part of this message, the radiant moon of compassion. You are currently challenged by lower vibrational energies, and this is not bad. In fact, you have called this situation to you so that you may grow spiritually. So just so you are aware, we are all here during this chaotic time because we asked for it, because we wanted to spiritually grow. That's what they're telling us. So you are aware. You chose to be here to spiritually grow. Kuan Yin is with you to ensure that you are victorious. These energies of challenge may appear to be external in the form of a person, place, thing, or situation, or maybe a current or past relationship. They may appear to be internal in the form of a habit of self-doubt, self-judgment, or the judgment or criticisms of others. You can either choose to allow these energies to pull you down into fear and judgment, or you can choose to grow spiritually through the practice of compassion and liberate yourself into greater peace, love, and freedom. Kuan Yin shines through the radiant moon of compassion, reaching to you to allow her to nourish and lift you, to help you, and for you to choose to rise above, growing spiritually stronger as a result. So both of these, again, are really talking about us spiritually growing stronger, being able to come above and move forward. So I feel like really just summarizing it up. The lotus throne, we're being told to trust ourselves, see the light within ourselves, trust it. It is there and it is divine, and we are that spiritual guider. And we are coming through this time of spiritual growth. Again, they're reminding us there's spiritual growth. Whether we want to be attached to those lower vibrations or not are going to be based on our success of it. If we can let go of those lower vibrations, whether we see it externally or internally, however they're affecting us, this is going to help us spiritually grow so we can get to that next level. And we are being guided, just like what we've pulled before. Divine guidance is behind us. Our own internal spiritual divinity is also behind us. And we know we're going through this evolution, and just be wary of those lower vibrations. As always, my intention to help heal and serve you with today's message. I hope that it has helped you, that even if one little message helps you, that this has been worth it. As always, have a beautiful day, and until tomorrow, namaste.